To truly connect with her, step beyond the surface and into her world. It's not about grand gestures or flashy compliments. It's about acknowledging her essence, recognizing her layers, her dreams, her contradictions, and her quiet strength. The true art of attraction lies in being present, not performing. When you engage with genuine curiosity, allowing her to unfold naturally, you create an emotional space that invites connection. It's in the pauses, the subtle exchanges, and the way you listen without agenda. True desire grows from this mutual exploration, not from the pursuit of validation. This is where real chemistry begins. Welcome to the realm of Stoic love. To motivate us to make more useful videos, please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. Remember to like and leave a comment. Whatever it is, your feedback will help us learn from you and grow. Now let's explore the wonderful things ahead together. When discussing attraction, particularly sexual attraction, many tend to concentrate on the external aspects: the body, the face, the attire, the curves, the lips. Indeed, they hold significant strength. They serve as signals, invitations, and codes that we have honed our ability to interpret in mere moments. To truly foster a lasting connection that endures beyond fleeting moments, to inspire a longing that transcends the physical realm, one must delve into the depths of understanding and presence. One must delve far beyond the surface. Many men today engage with women from a perspective of taking rather than giving. They perceive her as something to possess, a trophy to claim, a form to dominate. Their words embody this truth. They speak over her. They offer compliments as though perusing a menu. They offer vague statements, trusting that one will resonate. This is a lack of effort. This is systematic. Women, often possessing a deeper emotional awareness than is typically acknowledged, deserve recognition for their perceptiveness. Perceive this without delay. Perceive this without delay. What women genuinely seek is to be acknowledged, not merely observed. There exists a significant distinction between merely being observed and truly being understood. To be observed is to remain in a state of passivity. It lacks depth. It resembles observing a masterpiece from afar. To be truly seen is to be acknowledged in all your layers, your wit, your shadows, your dreams, and your paradoxes. When engaging with a woman, reflect on whether you are genuinely communicating with her or merely putting on a show for her benefit. There exists a fervor for contradiction, for the very essence of self-contradiction, for the exploration of self-contradiction. When engaging with a woman, reflect on whether you are genuinely conversing with her or merely putting on a show for her benefit. When engaging with a woman, reflect on whether you are truly conversing with her or merely putting on a show for her benefit. Are you able to be present in this moment? Consider this. Am I engaging with her genuinely, or am I merely putting on a show? Excessive performance is common among men. They exaggerate their narratives, their accomplishments, their strength, their wealth. In that performance, they fade into the background. Your attempts to impress her may create an illusion, yet what she truly experiences is a sense of separation. A monologue lacks the essence of true connection. Instead, focus on uncovering her inner landscape. Inquire about matters that others overlook. Transcend the surface-level inquiries of occupation or origin. Instead, consider what captivates you to the point where time slips away unnoticed. What aspirations did you hold as a child before the world imposed its practical expectations upon you? These inquiries unveil the depths of her inner existence, and when she responds, give her your full attention. Listening is a deeply engaging experience, Many individuals remain unaware of this fact. When you allow her the freedom to express, to reveal, to unfold, she starts to experience a sense of security. Safety serves as the foundation upon which desire is built. Desire does not arise solely from tension. It emerges from a paradox, the tension between safety and the unknown. When she perceives your awareness, not merely of her words but of her gestures, her laughter, the subtle shifts in her gaze, the way she tucks her hair behind her ear in moments of unease, she feels acknowledged. And this perception is profoundly captivating. Many individuals carry a constant emotional burden within them. Is there anyone who truly understands me? Is there anyone who truly recognizes my presence? We don facades to navigate the complexities of existence, in our professional lives, within our families, and even in the company of friends. When you embody the presence that enables her to shed that facade, even for a fleeting moment, you etch yourself into her memory. You transition from being just another individual seeking something from her to becoming the man who occupies her thoughts relentlessly. I'm not suggesting that I take on the role of a therapist or delve into her past struggles. It's not about changing or remedying her. It involves being fully engaged to acknowledge and honor her humanity. Your purpose is not to analyze her. Engage with her intellect, fostering a mutual understanding of emotions. In philosophical discourse, Martin Buber distinguished between I-it relationships and I-thou relationships. An I-it relationship perceives the other as merely an object, a tool for achieving one's own goals, akin to reducing a woman to her physical characteristics. An I-thou relationship, in contrast, recognizes the other as a complete, vibrant being, rich with depth and enigma. Shifting from an I-it perspective to an I-thou approach not only alters your relationship with her, but also reshapes your entire experience of life. It demands openness. To genuinely understand another, one must also embrace the vulnerability of being understood. It is an enlightening exchange. When you engage with her from this standpoint, you are no longer seeking her approval. You're conveying a personal journey. You have let go of the need to find the perfect words. You are centered on experiencing the connection in the present moment. Understand that, at its essence, seduction is not rooted in deceit or coercion. It's a call to engage, to discover, to uncover. It begins with ensuring she feels genuinely acknowledged. By mastering this perspective and approaching her not as an object to conquer, but as a vast universe ready to be explored, you will discover that what she provides in return transcends mere physical intimacy. It embodies a profound connection, a vibrant energy that is genuine and cannot be feigned by either party. Recognize her presence, and she will naturally seek your presence in return. There lies the true essence of desire. When we contemplate confidence, numerous individuals confuse it with bravado. They envision the most boisterous individual present, the one who boasts of his achievements, who displays his watch or car keys prominently on the table, striving to control every discussion. Consider this. True confidence often speaks in whispers. It's not about how loudly you speak, but rather the calmness you embody. It's not about the quantity of words you express, but rather the strength found in the silence that surrounds them. Confidence is not measured by the volume of your speech, but rather by the strength of your actions and the impact of your silence. The time I dedicated to playing Packet revealed to me that this activity has enriched every moment in between. Confidence emanates from within. It is not merely an act. Understanding this difference is essential when engaging in conversation with a woman. Many men engage with women from a foundation of profound neediness, often concealed by ostentatious humor or overblown charisma. One can perceive it in the nuances of their words. Seek not the approval of others. Seek not the approval of others. Kindly select me. Yet dependence is the quickest path to diminish allure. When you engage with her, ensure that each word conveys a deeper significance. I stand complete, regardless of your presence. I appreciate your presence, yet my fulfillment does not hinge upon it. There exists a profound strength in this notion, for desire rooted in abundance possesses a captivating quality. Desire born from deficiency is unappealing. Consider it from this perspective. Neediness stems from fear. Fear of rejection, fear of inadequacy, fear of solitude. When you act from that mindset, your words carry a weight of anticipation. You tend to provide excessive detail in your explanations. You reveal too much. You remain attentive to her response. Patience is a virtue. Allow the moment to unfold without haste. You find yourself overly attentive, analyzing each gesture or symbol with great scrutiny. True confidence is grounded in the trust you have in yourself. There exists a profound understanding that, regardless of the circumstances, you will endure and prevail. Your value is an unwavering truth, not subject to debate. When you let go of the desire to be chosen, you paradoxically become far more appealing. There is a certain allure in someone who desires you, yet remains independent of that need. When you engage with her, take your time in your speech. Allow your words to find their own rhythm. Patience is a virtue. Take your time. You're not attempting to impose an outcome. You are actively participating in the creation of an experience. Avoid overwhelming her with anxious energy or excessive attempts at humor. Instead, provide the invaluable gift of your steady presence. This fundamentally concerns the essence of self-governance. A truly self-governing individual remains steadfast against the influence of outside judgments. He remains steadfast, not altering himself to conform to what he believes a woman desires to hear. He remains steadfast in his true self, not altering his nature for the sake of others' approval. He remains steadfast, unyielding, and fully in command of himself. Women possess a profound awareness of this. In fleeting instances, they sense it. The unwavering gaze you maintain, the deliberate pause before your response, rather than hastily filling the void with words, and your ability to embrace silence without discomfort. Silence holds immense strength. Many individuals dread it, for silence requires one to be fully present. Yet a self-assured individual employs silence as a backdrop. He understands that silence can often convey more meaning than the most articulate expression. Consider this paradox. When you release the attachment to specific outcomes, your interactions transform into a more playful experience instead of a mere performance. Engage in playful banter, flirtation, and challenges, not as a means of manipulation, but for the sheer enjoyment of the interaction itself. You're not burdening every sentence with the weight of, "Will this earn her approval?" Rather, you are examining the direction in which the energy seeks to flow. Consider the concept of secure attachment from a psychological perspective. A person with secure attachment remains calm and composed, not desperately seeking connection. He provides a bond rooted in stability. He can embrace vulnerability without breaking, feel intimacy without fixation, and connect deeply without sacrificing his identity. When you embody this presence, you draw her into your sphere instead of pursuing hers. Embrace your inner strength and radiate confidence rather than orbiting anxiously around someone else's influence. She senses the warmth of your presence and desires to draw nearer, not due to any pressure, but because she is naturally attracted. This transition transcends mere strategy. It revolves around the practice of truly living it out. True confidence cannot be feigned. Embrace it fully. It involves engaging in deep self-reflection to understand your true nature, addressing your vulnerabilities, and fostering a sense of self-worth. From that point, each interaction unfolds with ease. When you next find yourself in her presence, reflect on your purpose. Are you seeking to conquer her heart? Or are you simply there to experience a shared moment? Am I executing, or am I conveying? Am I seeking to fill a gap, or am I welcoming her into the richness of my life? When you cease to seek her approval and instead present her with a glimpse of your authentic, composed self, the entire relationship shifts. You cease to be just another individual seeking validation and transform into the person she desires to discover. Ultimately, keep this in mind. True confidence lies not in possessing every answer. It's essential to confront the questions without fear. That energy is what continually captivates her, time after time. When contemplating the art of flirting, many envision a collection of strategies, clever remarks, light-hearted banter, playful jests, a particular smile, or a perfectly timed gesture. True flirting is not a predetermined script. It is a fluid interaction, a harmonious engagement that unfolds in the present and adjusts to the cadence of two individuals exploring one another. Many individuals diminish the art of flirting to a mere physical or mechanical exchange, treating it as a straightforward sequence of steps to traverse from greeting to intimacy, from greeting to rest. Flirting, when executed with intention, reveals a profound emotional connection. It's essential to avoid relying on superficial remarks or rushing into intimate dynamics. It involves fostering an environment where inquiry and enjoyment can coexist harmoniously. Consider it akin to a spontaneous musical expression. One does not step onto the stage with every note meticulously mapped out. You immerse yourself in the moment, you pay attention, you engage thoughtfully, you embrace the unexpected, and you allow space for her to astonish you as well. The essential aspect is to transcend mere physicality and cultivate an emotional journey filled with tension and release, unexpected twists and comforting familiarity, as well as instances of humor and openness. The psychological strength of flirting lies in its ability to captivate the imagination. Attraction may strike swiftly, yet it is transient without a deeper emotional narrative to sustain it. The mind must roam, explore, and embrace the possibility of the unexpected unfolding before it. It engages the mind to shield itself from the narratives imposed upon it from the outside. The mind must roam, explore, and embrace the possibility of the unexpected unfolding before it. When you engage in superficial flirtation, you deprive her of that enticing ambiguity. Women often express a desire for a man who challenges them and encourages growth. It does not imply perpetual games or cunning strategies. It signifies their desire to experience vitality when you are around. They seek to ensure that each interaction embodies the spirit of an adventure rather than merely a transaction. By sharing a fragment of your essence, whether it be a tale from your youth, an unforeseen passion, or a personal vulnerability, you extend an invitation into your emotional realm. When you engage with her in a light-hearted manner, when you present challenges that are both secure and invigorating, you encourage her to embrace her own playful, feminine essence. However, this is where many individuals often miss the mark. They rely excessively on physical cues before ensuring emotional security is in place. They confuse the allure of shock or crude humor with true charm. They offer sexual compliments without first gauging her receptiveness. Genuine flirting carries an undeniable energy. One must cultivate the awareness to discern the right moments to exert effort, to restrain oneself, and to embrace silence, allowing the tension to unfold naturally. Reflect deeply on the notion of polarity, the interplay of masculine and feminine energies. The essence of masculinity seeks liberation and profound understanding. The essence seeks connection and embraces spontaneity. By engaging with emotional depth, you forge a connection between these desires. You are pursuing more than mere physical access. You are providing a space for emotional exploration. This is where humor proves to be invaluable. Humor transcends mere joke-telling. It's about uncovering your inherent clarity. It reflects a strong sense of assurance, as laughter signifies liberation, release from the burden of results, liberation from self-awareness. When you can evoke laughter in her while also stirring deeper emotions, you are crafting a connection that transcends mere physicality. Consider sharing an experience where you embarked on an unplanned road trip, found yourself utterly lost, yet were rewarded with the beauty of a sunrise on an unexpected beach. Within that lies a certain openness, an unguarded nature, and a sense of light-heartedness, all intertwined. Consider playfully nudging her about her coffee order, hinting that someone who opts for a triple-shot oat milk latte must possess an unexpected, adventurous spirit. You are stimulating her intellect, her creativity, and her feelings simultaneously. By infusing your flirting with emotional depth, you create an environment where she feels empowered to express herself more completely. You establish a secure space for her to express both her playful and serious sides, embracing her seductive and shy nature. You encourage her to break free from the expectations that society imposes and embrace her complete, complex identity. Ultimately, engaging with emotional depth involves the mutual creation of a distinct energy that is uniquely yours. It exists as a distinct realm, apart from the ordinary, a sanctuary where she can both dissolve into the experience and rediscover her essence alongside you. To distinguish oneself from the ordinary, it is fulfilling to connect with something greater alongside you. Next time you consider flirting, reflect on whether your intention is merely to spark desire or to awaken a deeper connection within her spirit. When you connect with her on an emotional level, you don't merely create fleeting attraction. You awaken a profound desire that endures and resonates deeply. Keep in mind that genuine flirting embodies an enigmatic charm rather than adhering to rigid rules or calculations. Embrace the uncertainty, and in doing so, you will not only gain her attention, but also seize her imagination. Ultimately, that is the essence of genuine allure. When many men engage in a conversation with a woman they find appealing, their attention often narrows to a single objective: to obtain something, whether it be a phone number, a kiss, intimacy, or merely her validation. While this inclination is inherent, we are fundamentally driven to seek results. This method frequently undermines the connection they truly desire. When you become overly focused on a goal, you lose sight of her humanity. She transforms into a series of challenges instead of a harmonious companion in movement. True connection is found in cultivating a shared atmosphere rather than forcing one's own desires onto others. Picture entering a room with a woman and shifting your focus from how to gain her desire to simply being present in the moment. Consider the potential of the energy we can cultivate in unity. This quiet yet profound transformation alters the entire landscape. When you concentrate on the essence, you transition from mere performance to genuine presence. You begin to cultivate a space where both of you experience vitality, playfulness, and curiosity, an environment charged with energy as neither of you is certain of the outcome. The uncertainty is captivating. Desire flourishes in the realm of uncertainty, in the realm of possibility, in that compelling tension of not having everything precisely charted. In the realm of psychology, we explore the concept of co-regulation, where the nervous systems of two individuals harmonize and respond to one another in a synchronized manner. It highlights the vastness of uncertainty and how to engage, having established the depth of connection with one another, harmonizing and reacting thoughtfully. Rather than imposing a specific path, you cultivate the ability to attune to her signals and steer the energy in a manner that flows naturally. You develop an awareness of her nuanced changes in tone, her body language, her laughter, and her instances of both shyness and confidence. You are not a burden, you are a welcome presence. Consider discussing travel, perhaps a destination you've longed to discover, and then playfully suggest that she might lead you astray in a narrow alleyway in Lisbon. Consider the allure of a midnight swim in a secluded lake, a moment where you can invite her into a realm of adventure and unplanned experiences. These aren't mere lines, they are gateways, paths to the experiences she envisions sharing with you. When you fixate excessively on a specific result, you limit your possibilities. You adopt an unyielding stance. You begin to guide the conversation with a certain agenda, and she senses it. She perceives the strain in your words, the urgency in your laughter, the quiet intensity in your touch. And just like that, the enchantment fades away. Reflect on the notion of seduction as an invitation, not a victory to be claimed. In numerous classic tales and legends, seduction is depicted as a skill, an almost revered pursuit. It's not about forcefully taking something or deceiving someone into compliance. It involves crafting a collective tale, a narrative that is owned by both parties. This method demands that you relinquish the false sense of control. It encourages you to accept the unknown and have confidence in your capacity to adapt. While it may evoke fear if you rely on scripts and strategies, it also brings a sense of freedom. When you cease attempting to manipulate her into your agenda, you allow genuine chemistry to flourish. A woman senses when your interest lies in her essence rather than merely her physical form. She senses your curiosity as you delve into her thoughts, her wit, her narratives. When you extend an invitation to her that transcends the immediate pursuit of physical intimacy. Interestingly, in moments of true freedom, she tends to embrace intimacy more readily, as there is nothing more alluring than the sensation of being chosen willingly, rather than through force or deceit. Indeed, a paradox exists in this situation. By refraining from the pursuit of sex, you often create an environment where it is more likely to occur, as genuine desire arises not from coercion, but from a place of mutual respect and understanding. It emerges from an invitation, from the joy of play, and from a collective journey of exploration. As you engage with her, consider establishing an environment, a sanctuary, where she can freely reveal her playful, untamed, or even reserved aspects. A sanctuary for her to lower her defenses, to embrace her imperfections, and to exist without the pressure of expectation. As you develop this, she will instinctively desire to engage more profoundly with it. Leading with your energy rather than your agenda embodies a profound understanding of influence and presence. It embodies the essence of leadership in its most understated manner. You offer direction, yet refrain from imposing. You extend an invitation, yet you impose no obligation. You maintain, yet you do not cling. Reflect on your intentions. Are you seeking to impress her, or are you genuinely inviting her into a shared experience? Am I striving for victory, or am I collaborating to create a memorable experience for both of us? By redirecting your attention from personal desires to the collaborative efforts you can cultivate, you elevate yourself beyond the mundane. As you enter the domain of genuine allure, you embrace an experience that resonates in both mind and body, enduring well beyond the evening's conclusion. Bear in mind that the strongest bonds are not mere exchanges. These are changes that reshape us. Transformation commences with a call to action. If these words echo your truth, write this in the comments. I begin my journey. I read everyone, and I walk this path with you. Subscribe, because the stories we've yet to tell are the ones that change us most. What did you think of the video? Be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment to share if you journeyed all the way to the end of the video. Simply utter those words, and I'll understand that this video made a difference for you. Thank you kindly, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more captivating tales like this one. I've set aside a few of our videos that will be quite beneficial for you. They appear before our eyes, alive on the screen.